What is the best way to grow your wealth? Well, there are many ways to do it. I'm going to narrow it down to my favorites. The first thing we're going to talk about is living corporate life. Like, you got to grow your wealth at 18 years till, and then set up generational wealth, and you will be home free in a wealth building generational wealth model. But you've got to do it sequentially the way I teach you. The next thing and the next option to grow your wealth is your knowledge, your business. I can guarantee you the work that I have created with the Kids Millionaire from the Millionaire Maker book, growing your own business, your own brand, your own something. I don't care if it's plumbing. I don't care if it's electric. I don't care if it's drywalling. Having your own company, your own entrepreneurial venture is right up there at the top. And the third is more of a tip of what I believe you need to do to be a lifelong learner to grow wealth, because wealth just doesn't happen once. It's a journey of a lifetime and then a legacy. So let's begin. Embracing corporate life versus employee life. So the fastest way I can even tell you to describe this is come to my Millionaire Intensive. There's 2 tickets below in our description inviting you to an all-day event. If you can only come to the first 2 hours, you will completely understand it. The other asset is right here on my YouTube channel. I have a massive playlist of living corporate life, of explaining the difference of why so many of you are stuck. You're at 100,000, you're at 200,000. Some of you are at 1 million, but that to me, you're stuck. Like, if you haven't continued to grow, you're stuck. So why are you stuck building your wealth? Is because you're not living enough corporate lifestyle. So many of you have very simpleton CPAs. Worse, you're trying to do your own taxes and you're trying to figure out your own structure, going to like LegalZoom and say, oh, I think I need an LLC today. You don't know what you need. I have formed a team of experts that will teach you the structure of how your money needs to flow into your life from 18 years and older. How do you get corporate credit? How do you get lines of credit? How do you build that framework to then go out and say, what sources of income can I put onto this framework? And what investments can I put into this framework and totally live corporate life? It is a completely different way to live, but most of you, you're overpaying taxes and just volunteering to do it because you're not raising your hand and say, I need to get more knowledgeable, or you go back to your CPA and you hear something on my YouTube channel and you stay cheap. H&R Block, I can tell you, TurboTax is not going to do anything I talk about. They're not a big enough system. They're not an educated enough system, and they don't do the depth of wealth building strategies. So corporate life is a mindset. It's a way of living. It's a lifestyle. We have a lifetime membership, a one-time fee to learn to live corporate life, which then once that's set, now you can actually grow a legacy family. But without the corporate life, legacy families are impossible because you don't even have the right framework and structure. So that is where it begins, is living corporate life. Then I'd say the biggest and fastest one is your knowledge base and being mentored and coached. I've had mentors and coaches since I was 17. I can't imagine most of you wandering around trying to do a company. I don't care if it's a restaurant, a nail salon, it doesn't matter what it is. Who's taught you entrepreneurial skills, which is marketing? I'm talking entrepreneurial marketing, not the big 5 old stuff from the 80s and 90s and boring stuff. The new AI strategies. Who's teaching you and running all of that? Who knows every algorithm on social media channels? Who's selling for you? What's your sales process? Because if you need cash flow and you need to grow, you need marketing, which is a lead. You need sales, which sells the client, and you need to follow up on your cash flow and then manage that. And you'll be forecasting your money, not budgeting your money. You'll be using good debt, 0% financing, arbitraging debt. When you really know how to use the integration of what I've built and what our teams have built, it's not just me, it's 28 other financial business experts. So from business development, making money, to how to keep it, how to use corporate structure, how do you activate 81,000 pages of tax code. Most of our higher net worth people are not paying much, if all, in taxes. You don't pay quarterly estimates. I mean, that's for you that have chose to be a baby or continued to use interesting people to help you, and they're not really helping you. So some people say, well, I don't want to pay tuition for like a lifetime membership to work with you. And it's like, you're paying it to the IRS every year. So I don't know why it's like that big of a decision. Pay the IRS or pay your family back, which is really what the choice I'm offering you. But living your own entrepreneurial life is fabulous. And don't do something big that's product related or invention related to start with. Do something simple. Like, I was blessed and understand finance, and I've got great mentors, and I learned what it took to be a millionaire. And then I wrote a whole bunch of books about it. But in the meantime, I was making money every day by selling coaching, mentoring, workshops, education all over the internet. So a lot of you, you're just not out here enough. Nobody even knows about you. You're not capturing your data. You're not using a database, which, by the way, if you really want to grow wealth, you better have a database and monetize it in many ways. If you don't have one, we can do one for you, $297 $27 a month, not that big a deal, but at least you have something up on the internet. I mean, think about it. What's the first thing that someone does when you say you're an expert in jewelry design? Like somebody, I had a client that actually made this piece of jewelry for me. Well, I don't care if it's a lotion or potion, whatever it is. I mean, I'm telling you though, if you have high inventory costs, you're going to start slower because you've got to put money out for that versus start with a service where you can just be paid for your time or a package or some sort of a thing. Car detailing. Don't go car by car by car. Do an annual contract and lock a client for an entire year by having their credit card and charging it. I have so many strategies to teach you about how to grow wealth as an entrepreneur, living corporate life. And then the last biggest one is your education. Before I get to there though, and I'm going to tell you some of the books and things I think you need to be doing immediately, I need you to subscribe to the channel, click that notification button, be here 5 days a week, always be here. Take advantage of what we have. We have so much content. But the breadth of this channel, it's from 5 years old and up. It encompasses everything business and finance related. Take advantage of the playlist, be here and share this channel with lots of people. The last thing I want to talk about is your knowledge. You have no fear, issues with money, no lack of motivation with money. You just don't know anything about money. So instead of actually leaning in and say, I really want to learn and understand money and lead my team instead of being led around and hoping this is going to work out, like really lean in and say, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get a mentor, I'm going to get a coach, and we're going to go. You're going to call our office and you're going to grab those tickets, lean into our systems. I built them for you. I have the teams for you. I'm just waiting for you to raise your hand and say, I want to live corporate life. I want the fastest way to build wealth. So if you have any questions, go to askloral.com, AskLoral. Ask questions, make requests, grab my 5 books. Other books I think you need to read is Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great refresher. Think and Grow Rich is something you should have in your back pocket all the time. Anything Bob Proctor related, Sharon Lechter related, like any of those people are great and they have great content. As far as events, again, come to our Millionaire Intensive. For those of you a little more advanced, I have something I do on a regular basis also called the Legacy Family. It's just a quick 2-hour event, but teaches you what does it take to build a legacy family and lots more after that. So lean in, learn, and I will talk to you tomorrow.